Hey everybody, it's Friday night in the shop or Friday night in the deck listening to the birds chirp. That's good stuff, eh? Isn't it? I just wanted to jump in before the video and say thank you to everybody that goes over to wolfcreeksawshop.com and gives Ryan some business. He mentioned that a lot of you guys have been going over there lately, checking out his website and saying, hey, the Tin Man sent me. You know, guys, thank you for taking the time to mention that. You guys don't have to do that, but you do. And Ryan and I have been together since the beginning of the channel, and I see no reason for us to ever drift apart. Those of you that are new, all the highway meteor, the bearings, most of the seal kits, all that stuff, carb kits, comes from Wolf Creek Saw Shop. I try and build everything from Ryan's website, and it's worked so far. Most of the saws you guys see, everything on that saw is from Wolf Creek. My daughter's calling me. Anyhow, friends, gotta go put my baby to bed. Today's video, we're going to Buckin stock in 6 weeks. It's crunch time. I want to show you what's been going on, and also what happened Wednesday and there was no video. Check that out. And also just what's going on for Buckin stock. If you're coming to Buckin stock, the last half of this video is all about Buckin stock and what I plan to do. Anyhow, stay tuned. It's Friday night in the shop. Hey everybody, it's Friday night in the shop. You guys may have noticed I missed Wednesday's video. And those of you that hang out here know I usually do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's what works for my schedule. I typically film nighttime after my daughter's gone to bed, or I'll do it like after supper for a couple hours. And weekends, Sunday, I usually film Sunday mornings and, you know, do the work that I need to do Sunday morning. So anyways, I missed Wednesday this week. Not on purpose, friends. What happened was I've been trying to grind it through getting this Harley built and assembled and all the parts I want on it. And one thing I bought, friends, as part of my budget build was I bought a inexpensive FXRT fairing off the internet. I've had that fairing for about a month, even before I had the bike, because I knew whether I was buying this bike or another Road King, this is what I wanted to build. So fast forward, I sanded, prepped, and primed the fairing about 3 weeks ago. And then 3 days ago, as you see this video, I put 3 coats of base, black base, on it, and I let it dry for 3 days. And because I didn't want to do 6 coats, because I figured the paint might sag. I could have done that with the base clear. But anyways, fast forward, so we jump in. It's Tuesday night, and it's just after work. The weather's perfect. And I get to sanding this as per the manufacturer's instructions. I'm going to hit it with 600 grit, take some of the imperfections out of the paint job, prep and wash it and clean it, and spray 3 coats of clear. Well, let's pick up where I left off. Here's Tuesday night. Okay, I'll just do a little voiceover here and just show you guys what happened. So here I am Tuesday night. I'm just shooting a little video for you guys, showing you guys what I'm doing. Notice the fairing's glossy. It looks beautiful. All my prep paid off, but I got some dust in the paint job, which is normal for a DIY paint job. I'm not a bodyman. You guys have kind of figured out I'm a jack of all. There's, you know, I pretty much dabble in most things, and I've painted a lot of bodywork and motorcycles over the years, and I learned how to do paint work. One fall I met a guy, and I was like 20, and I needed my bike painted, my one chopper that I built, and I didn't really have enough money. So I traded labor, and I helped him prep and mask and, you know, clean out the spray booth after in his body shop a little here and there to pay off a paint job that he did for me. So I let this dry for 3 days. Here I am. I'm just blocking it down by hand, getting the dust out with 600 grit wet dry. I'm doing it dry. I find wet, you can't really see what you're doing. Paint's dry. Everything's good. It's been 3 days since I sprayed it. Now, I wouldn't have had to sand this if I did it all in one coat, but I didn't have enough time, and I didn't really want to do 3 coats at once. So here I am. I'm just blocking it down and prepping it, and we'll fast forward here. Okay, just jumping back in here. Now that everything's dry, I'm going to hit this with a tack cloth. This should get rid of any dust that's on the surface, we hope. And again, this isn't going to be a concourse piece. I'm going to ride this bike. And I'm not a polisher, I'm a rider. So even having a bike with this much chrome on it, it's not really the best for me. I'm sure most of that chrome will end up turning to black over the years, just because, like I said, I'm not a polisher. Okay, and just go in here and just touch all the surfaces. You can buy these at any store that sells painting supplies. Okay, we're going to shoot one coat of base, let it tack up, and then I checked the manufacturer's instructions, and we can do one coat of clear, or we can clear right over the base as long as we follow the rules. And the rules come with any paint. This is rattle can. This is an acrylic lacquer or an acrylic enamel. Okay, we should be good to go. I got some crazy webbing, whatever you want to call it. Some kind of an issue. The temperature was right. I sanded everything. I warmed up the bottle. This is just rattle can, friends. I figured if I really like this fairing, I'll spend the money and get a buddy to paint it or something. But that's what happened. So I ended up with crazing over several spots on the fairing and on this inner fairing piece. So, well, that totally ruined it. So anyways, friends, here's how it sits now. And kind of put me behind. I was hoping to have this project wrapped up in about a week. So I thought, well, I'll paint it, let it dry for 3-4 days, and then I'll put my top coat on, let that dry for a couple days, put it on the bike. I made bracketry, I've mocked it up, and let me tell you, friends, it looks factory. This fairing on the Road King Classic, it looks factory, but it's got some good style. Like, the bike looks tough, and I hear these provide wicked wind protection. So anyways, stay tuned. That's where we're at. And sometimes things don't, go the way we planned. I was hoping to have this done and then jump back into the 2101. I think the 2101 is going to keep going this weekend, and I'll slowly finish this. You can see the finish. I got some issues with my finish. There's some crazing there. Really bad at crazed here. I got body filler if I need. I may just sand this right back down to the black plastic. I'm halfway there. But, again, more crazing there. So, I can't leave it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but good enough. Anyhow, that's what's going on. I'm going to go hop on the deck and let's talk about Buckin stock. I want to chat with you guys. Okay, let's talk about Buckin stock on this glorious Friday night in the shop. The plan right now for Buckin stock is my mom and I are going to load up this beautiful 7.3 Power Stroke, Old Betty White here. And Jason Mercer called it that when I got it, and I thought that's the perfect name for this truck. We're going to drive Old Betty here down to Culver, Indiana. Betty's been stone dead reliable since the day I got her. I've put about 20,000 clicks on it now, and she's good to go. But because we only have 6 weeks, in the next 6 weeks, I got to run through this thing. I may put a couple of U-joints in it. Nothing wrong with the U-joints in this truck, but I don't know the state of them. I need a spare tire, and I'd like to go over a few little things. Other than that, this truck runs beautifully. It starts, it does everything. And the nice thing is that slip tank we bought from the auction, I could fill this up. With this slip tank and these 2 tanks, I basically have 3 tanks of fuel. You know, if you count both of these as one tank, 3 tanks of fuel, and I could go about 600 to 700 kilometers per tank. So I can do about, you know, a little over 2,000 kilometers. So it's not even 2,000 kilometers down there. So realistically, I should be able to fill up in North Dakota, drive all the way there, and then fill up and drive all the way back. So anyhow, that's the plan. But because we only have 6 weeks, we got to get rolling on this project. I want to go over this truck and just make sure everything's good. Now, let's talk about, I need a few things from you guys. Let's talk about that. Okay, I want to talk about Buckin stock. If you're coming to Buckin stock, post a comment below and say, hey, I'm coming to Buckin stock. That would be great. What do you guys want to see there? I'm going to bring some saws. Tin Man, what happened to your giveaway 026? It's right here, friends. We are going to run it a little bit more. I've run it very sparingly off camera doing yard work. It runs great. I didn't get to run it before the snow flew last year, and we got a lot of snow quickly. So if you can't get to the trees, it's hard to cut. But this is still here. Let's talk about this saw and Buckin stock. So the 026, I get asked about it all the time. I still have it. I won't give it away until I've run it a bit. Now, I was actually thinking, friends, there's so many of you guys that are coming to Buckin stock. I think I'm going to bring that saw to Buckin stock and give it away to one of you. So if you're coming to Buckin stock, one of you is going to leave with that saw. I think that's the best place for it to be given away. And I may do one more saw too, friends. I have a lot of ideas. It's just getting everything done before the deadline. So we'll see what we can do. Anyways, that's what's going on with that saw. I'm going to clean up some trees with it. Probably this weekend we'll film a video with it. Let's run her for a half a day or something and see what she does. But that's what's going on with that saw. Okay, back to the video. Right now, probably 394, my hot rod John thread. I may bring a Pioneer, stuff like that. This 2101, if I can get it running and serviceable before too late, I'll bring that too. What do you guys want to see at Buckin stock? I am going to be bringing my porting tools. We may do some live porting with you guys there, and I can port some cylinders. I even thought, friends, if I can fit it in, I will port some cylinders for a few saws, maybe some 372s and some 266s, something like that. Port a few cylinders and bring them down with me, and you know, maybe if you guys want to buy a cylinder or something and slap it on your saw, we could do that. But we are getting swag together. I'll have some toques and some hats for sale and stuff like that. But help me out, folks out there. We're going to Buckin stock. What do you want us to bring? Because I'm driving there, I can bring axes and saws. So definitely going to bring a bunch of saws, and that way Buckin has saws to play with. And we'll just have some fun. I'll bring a few of the saws that you guys have seen on the channel. So if you guys could help me out, we got 6 weeks to plan. And we're really coming under the gun here. And in between that, we got yard work going on and all the other things we do around here. So I'm trying to efficiently get ready for Buckin stock as quickly as possible. I'll keep you guys updated on the bike. Quite a few of you. I know most people on this channel are not here for motorcycles, but quite a few of you are watching. And I enjoy that stuff, so I'm going to include it in the channel. But those of you that are interested in the bike, I will update you probably in the next week as soon as it's done. When I bolt that fairing on there and it's all painted, that bike's going to look incredible. And I actually took it for its first ride last night. It's nice. It's pretty fast. The fella told me that bike is like 110 and 110. So, which is pretty impressive because stock, stock, those make about 62 horsepower and 72 foot-pounds of torque. So that's pretty impressive gain-wise. It's nice. It's fast. It's not my last bike, but it's the right amount of power for a fellow like me. So other than that, I went about 30 or 40 miles on it last night just to give it a rundown, and it just floated down the highway. Never had electronic cruise control before. It's it's nice. Anyhow, folks, just wanted to jump in and say, hey, we're moving and grooving, getting lots on the go, and let me know if you're coming to Buckin stock, which saws do you want to see there, and do you guys want me to bring some ported cylinders? Are you interested? If there's interest, I'll probably port a couple of cylinders, or at least attempt to, and we're definitely going to bring some swag, so can't wait to see you guys. 6 weeks will fly by like nothing, and hopefully, well, not hopefully, but it looks like friends, we'll be taking old Betty White there, so I'm excited. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Take her easy, and have a good Friday night in your shop, wherever you are. Later.